Hey guys, with Abomination 9 here, back playing some more Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links. We left off, we were opening up Absolute Inferno packs, and we're going back in. I'm starting here off, looking at the deck that I'm using currently, because I showed it off in the last video, and I haven't changed it, because this is right after the last video, so I just wanted to get out of the way. We're just going to look at it real quick, because it doesn't matter. We're obviously going back into Absolute Inferno to try and get those get our Kentucky Fried Harem going. And we're not even going to waste time because we got 20 packs up to 25 for this video, depending, 30 packs, depending on if we don't get anything good. But we're opening up with Triple Kareeb's Wink into Blue Glints and My Face as a trap. So, Misfire or Bad Aim, I think is what it's called. Hopefully it's Bad Aim. Laval Miller. Gast the Dust Lord. When this card inflicts battle damage to your opponent, increase the level of this card by 1. Max 12. Okay, and Bad Aim. Skill Prisoner again. Unfortunately, but at least we have the two of them. Double Resonator. If this card is normal or special summoned, you can target one face-up monster on the field. That target is treated as a tuner this turn. Okay. One face-up monster on the field, including itself. You can banish this card from your graveyard, then target one Fiend-type monster you control. That Fiend-type monster is treated as a tuner this turn. You can only use the effect of Double Resonator once per turn. So put him on the field and make something a tuner. Oh, he himself is a tuner. Okay, so it doesn't matter. So make something else a tuner. And then when he is in the graveyard, pop him again to make another Fiend a tuner. That's not bad. The 0/0 hurts his livelihood. Flameville Dragunov. This is an old card that they brought back for this box. Is already in a previous box. Brotherhood of the Fire Fist Boar. Cannot be used as a synchro material monster except for the synchro of a fire monster. When this card is destroyed by battles in the graveyard, you can special summon one level 4 Fire Fist monster from your deck. Except Brotherhood of the Fire Fist Boar. Once per turn, when a Fire Fist monster is special summoned from your extra deck, you can set one Fire Formation spell card directly from your deck. Okay, that's alright. I didn't look at its attack or defense though, so I don't know how alright it was. King Scarlet. If a red dragon archfiend monster you control battles during damage calculations, make that monster you control unable to be destroyed by battle. And if you do, special summon this card as a normal monster fiend, blah 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 blah. This card is also still a trap card. Okay, oh, it's a tuner. So, swing with red dragon and get another tuner, a 0/0 tuner on the field. Okay. Midnight Fiend and Brotherhood of Fire Fist Kryn. Lance, Gashed the Dust Lord. That was a hollow one. And Flameville counter Triple Kareebs. Nothing else. Red Cocoon, Fire Formation, Kaio. Is this an old one? I think this is an old Fire Fist trap card. Genomix Fighter. Single Kareeb. What have we gotten so far? The Trap Powered Tuner. This card gains 500 attack for each face-up tuner monster on the field. Neo Flameville Origin. If you control a face-up Flameville monster, except Neo Flameville Origin, and your opponent has three or less cards in their graveyard, you can special summon this card from your hand. Okay, so turn 1, slap down Flameville, slap down this. This is a tuner, tune out a most likely, I don't know what numbers are. You could probably get a 3, but there's no such thing as 3 yet, so you can tune out a 4 or a 5 or a 6. I think turn 1, tune a 6, and see tune a 6. That sounds weird. And then see where you can go from there. Awakening of Nephthys, Triple Kareebs with Yellow Glints and My Face. Double Resonator, Laval the Greater, and Triple Trolling Trolls. As a tuner, if this card is normal special summon, you can target one Beast Warrior monster in your graveyard. This card's attribute and level become the same as the monsters. Until the end of this turn, during your main phase, you can special summon one Beast Warrior type monster with the same attribute and level as the card from your hand. You can only use each effect of 3 Trolling Trolls once per turn. You can special summon monsters the turn you activate either of this card's effects, except, well, you cannot special summon, except Beast Warrior monsters. Single Karib. Flame Champion, Neo Flamebell Shaman, and Brotherhood of Fire Fist Boar. Triple Creeps. Synchro Soldier. Once per turn, during your main phase 1, you can select one face-up synchro monster you control, remove that face-up synchro monster you control from play, and inflict 600 damage to your opponent. If you use this effect during the next standby phase, the removed from play monster returns to the field. Okay, that's interesting. Umbra Horror Ghost, and Red Gardener. 2000 defense. During each player's turn, when your opponent activates a card or effect while you control a Red Dragon Archfiend monster, you can send this card from your hand to the graveyard. This turn, monsters you control cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects. And last pack, which apparently with nothing in it, is Powered Tuner, Brotherhood of the Fire Fist Wolf. If this card is flipped face up, you can set one fire formation trap card directly from your deck. Then, this card was flipped summoned. You can also set one fire formation spell directly from your deck. And Geno Mix Fighter. So we got triple Trolling Trolls and our second Skill Prisoner, which is meh. We're still trying to get that Nefties. So this is where we're going to go into 20, and we may or may not go into 20 or 30 just because I'm not really feeling what we got from the first pack. Gash the Dislord, Trap Eater, Brotherhood of the Fire Fist Boar, Malice Force Fork, Synchro Soldier, Laval, Lance Lord. You can normal summon this card without tributing. If you do, during the end phase, send it to the graveyard. When this card on the field is destroyed and sent to the graveyard, you can target one of your banished fire monsters, and add that target to your hand. Vermilion Sparrow, Rebirth of Nefties, Ancient Flamevale Deity. This is a, 4, 5, 6, 7? Fire Tuner and a non-tuner Pyro. Highly specific. You need a fire and a Pyro. When this card is synchro summoned, remove from play cards from your opponent's graveyard up to the number of cards in their hand. This card gains 200 attack for each card removed from play by this effect. Okay. Interesting. That almost makes me want to play Flamevale, because I've always kind of liked the fire stuff. It's just there isn't any real Flamevale stuff that you could really done before, but maybe now. Neo Flamevale Hedgehog, Flamevale Archer, and Umbra Horror Unform. When this card is destroyed by battlements in the graveyard while attacking a monster, you can special summon 2 Umbra Horror monsters from your deck. You can only use the effect of Umbra Horror Uniform once per turn. This is okay if you have the barrier block or whatever it's called that stops you from taking damage when you have a monster up, because slapping your 0/0 into one of your opponent's monsters is not a good idea. So unless you have some way to defend against that direct damage, it's not really useful. Triple Creeps. Level the Greater, Power Supplier, Level Cannon. This is a possibly Paramount card for the deck, I think. Maybe. Triple Creeps. With Psychedelics, can we get a Mai? We got a Mai Bam on top of that. Hit me up with a Synchro. No, it is a spell card, which either it is dump to Larvals, or I don't know what's over here. Malice Forest Fork, Vermilion Sparrow, and Living Fossil is what it was. But apparently this is a card that might be good in the future, but not now. Activate this card by targeting one level 4 or lower monster in your graveyard, special summon it and equip it with this card, but banish it when it leaves the field, even if this card has left the field. When this card leaves the field, banish the equipped monster. The equipped monster loses 1,000 attack and defense, and also its effects are negated. You can only activate one living fossil per turn. So it's just a poor spell-based. Well, I guess it's an instant version of getting something out of the graveyard. instead of like the trap ones like Time Machine or Rebirth, Powerful Rebirth maybe, I think it's called. Using those, which are one turn delayed, where you can just do this on your turn instantly to get a monster back to Synchro, or I guess Xyz. I don't know how Xyz works. Flamebell Baby, Malice Force Knife, Umbral Horror Ghoul. Once per turn, you can make this card's attack is 0, and if you do special summon one Umbral Horror with a 0 attack from your hand. Attack Gainer, Chronicle of Nephthys, and Lavalval Dragon. A tuner and a tuner, or non-tuner fire. Once per turn, you can add one Laval monster from your deck to your hand, and send one Laval monster from your hand to the graveyard. Alright. God, we're getting trash, aren't we? Genex Spare, Malice Force Knife, Fire Formation Yoko. When you activate this card, you can target one face-up card your opponent controls, discard one Beast Warrior type monster. And if you do destroy that card, all Beast Warrior type monsters you control gain 1,000. Gain 100, not 1,000. That's an okay one. And last but not least, triples, at least. No glint though. Crimson Fire. When your opponent activates a spell or trap card that would inflict damage to you while you control a Red Dragon Archfiend, your opponent takes twice the effect damage you would have taken instead. Trap Eater and Laval Volcano Waifu, also known as Handmaiden. When this card is sent to the graveyard, if you have a larval monster in your graveyard other than Laval Volcano Handmaiden, you can send one larval monster from your hand, from your deck to your graveyard. So, you would use this to dump 2 from your hand, and then because the other ones in the deck are already in the graveyard as well, this procs, then you can keep dumping more handmaidens over and over and over into the trash until with the last one you dump whatever it is you're looking for, and then maybe if you want to tune. Okay, I think I got the thing, because this is what I did with the test deck in the school. You use that card, you dump 2, one of them being something, being the card that when it's in the graveyard you can remove it and another card to destroy a set on your opponent's side. So, or maybe it's just a set anywhere, but destroy a set on your opponent's side. So you dump her and that, if they're in your hand. Then because her effect procs, you dump another one of her, then another one of her, then you dump the Shota, then you banish the other card I was talking about with the Shota to pop something on your opponent's side. Then you slap down Larval Cannon, I believe his name is, which brings Shota Boy back from the banish zone onto the field, tune them out for a Laval Tuner card, and then that Laval Tuner, or not Laval Tuner, that Lava Synchro card is now boosted because of Shota Boy, because of all of the larvals that you have in the graveyard. Like, Jesus Christ, how much talking did I have to do there to explain the comboing that goes on with these Laval cards? Like, there's too much involved, like I said in the last video. Like, you're doing so much with them. People don't have the patience to try to play that slow, like, it's not even slow, but just methodical play, to where there's not a boss monster, like a really strong boss monster. If you lose that one boss monster you got, with all the effort you just put in, you lose. You put a lot of effort just to get that one synchro. And all we got from that was Fossil, so we're going to 30. But yeah, a lot of effort for marginal reward that can be easily blown off. That was a Dust Guy, Shogi Lance, Thermal Genex, thank you. More Genex, please. Christ, how long was it going to take you to give me this card? A Controller and a non-tuner Fire, which there is a Fire Genex card that's 2,000 attack, and it's like a 5 or something, like a tribute. This card gains 200 attack for each fire monster in your graveyard. This card destroys an opponent's monster by battle and inflict 200 damage to your opponent for each Genex monster in your graveyard. It's not too bad. Triple Creebs, but that is it. Shogi Lance, Buzzer the Firefist Hawk, and Umbra Horror Ghoul. Triple Creebs. Laval Miller, Red Cocoon, Dust Flame Blast. Triple Creeps again. Looks like you're getting gypped this time. Flame Cerberus, Shogi Lance, Laval Drogon. Formation Kaio, Brotherhood of Viper's Hawk, Thermal Genex, Triple Creeps, Wink Explosion. No Glints, but we got My Bam, though. And it is one of these two. Alexandrite or the Flameville Defender, or whatever it's called. King Scarlet, Defender of Nephthys. Cool, we finally got one of these. During the main phase, you can destroy one card in your opponent card in your hand, and if you do, special summon one level 4 lower Nephthys monster from your hand, except Defender of Nephthys. So this is like, there's too much synergy here. So, play Defender, pop Chicken Waifu to the grave, she'll summon herself back next time. Then special summon another Nephthys from your hand, which will most likely pop another card from your hand, even though there's too much popping, like unnecessary popping at that point. And then it's just, there's too much going on, like, it's too strong. During your next standby phase, after this card was destroyed by a card effect and sent to the graveyard, you can destroy one Nephthys monster in your deck, except Defender of Nephthys. You can only use each effect of Defender of Nephthys once per turn, and then you're blowing another Chicken Waifu in the deck to the graveyard, which then will resummon itself. So you got two KFC harem waifus going in. The big blue waifu and its Flame Guard, which this is a decent card. I mean, it's a 1-tuner, but it's a 1-tuner with a big booty, so it's okay. Triple Creeps, Laval the Greater, Malice Force Knife, New Flame Origin, Single Karib, Neko Gal 2, Laval Dragon, Defender of Nephthys. Cool, we got two of her now. Single Karib, Laval the Greater, Powered Tuner, King Synchro, here's Trash. Oh, wait. Yellow Glint, my face, maybe not. Bad Aim, at least. Give me Bad Aim. Neko Gal 2, Gen X Ally Remote, Bad Aim, there we go. When your opponent's card or effect is activated, target one card in the field other than that card and destroy it. It's a decent card. I approve of anything that destroys, since I only have one of pretty much everything. I don't even have Sakaretsu armor or whatever. Because I'm going to open up whatever that pack is, whatever that box is up enough to get a Sakaretsu armor. So Bad Aim is the poster boy from that. I'm not going in for another 20 because I want to go for another video. Maybe tomorrow could just be an extravaganza? No. What did we get from that? We got another Skill Prisoner. We got Bad Aim. We got 3 Trolling Trolls. Did we get an Ultra? We got Fossil, Living Fossil. We could go in for another 20, but I mean, 20 out of 130 ain't nothing. So, like, do we double down and just go for another 20? Screw it. We ain't got nothing in this pack. We going for blue. Lava Miller, Flameville Archer, Ancient Flameville Deity, Triple Creeps, Yellow Glint, my face, and it is just a Guard or Alexandrite. Malice Spoon, Defender of Nephthys, we got 3 of those, and Alexandrite Dragon, which I'll take because it's strong. Triple Creeps, Hieroglyphs, Psychedelics, and my face. Give me that Queen, it's not her. King Scarlet, Laval the Greater, and it's a hollow Brotherhood of the Firefaced Bear. Once returned, when this card inflicts battle damage to your opponent, you can set one Fire Formation spell card directly from your deck. Once returned, you can send one face-up Fire Formation spell trap card you control to the graveyard, then target one monster in the field to destroy that target. So, meh. I really don't give 2 cruds about the Fire Fist guys. Each pack they come in was like 2 packs now. This is the 3rd pack that they've been in. I'm just like, I can't care less. I love fire as an element, could not care less about these Fire Fist guys. Single Creed, Matriarch of Nephthys, Twin Shield Defender. When this card you control is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, you can have the current attack of one face-up monster your opponent controls until the end of the turn. And Laval Lance Lord. Power Supplier, Brotherhood of the Fire-Fist Wolf, Brotherhood of the Fire-Fist Kirin. Soaring Eagle above the Searing Land, Fire Formation Kaio, and Brotherhood of the Fire-Fist Rooster. When this card is special summoned by the effect of Fire-Fist monster, you can add one Fire-Fist monster from your deck to the hand. You can only use this effect of Brotherhood of the Fire-Fist Rooster once per turn. Once per turn, you can send one face-up Fire Formation spell or trap card you control to the graveyard. Set one Fire Formation spell or trap card directly from your deck. Single Creeb. Laval the Greater, Chronicle of Nephthys, Mind Trust. Blue Glint on that, Twin Shield Defender, Red Gardener hit me up with that bad aim. It is Awakening of Nephthys. Triple Creeps. Laval Miller, a cast, the Dust Lord, and Thermal Genix. That is a third Thermal Genix, I believe. We got a single Creep on that, I think. Umbral Horror Ghost, Newfoundland Veil Shaman, Mind Trust. So, we got an Ultra, but it's an Ultra I don't care about, but at least can go on the thumbnail. So we're about to hit Mai's Jumbo Road. So, whenever I get through to that, then maybe I'll come back for another set, because it seems like we got massively screwed over here. Yellow Glint, Hieroglyphs. If I get freaking Blue Waifu, then it's actually, I won't come back. Molten Whirlwind Wall, Umbral Horror Ghost, and Brotherhood of the Fire-Fist Spirit. Another Ultra Rare, so we have two Fire-Fist cards we can throw on the thumbnail, I guess. Cannot be used as a synchro material except for the synchro summon of a Beast Warrior type monster. This is a tuner 3. When this card is normal summoned, you can target one level 3 fire monster with 200 or less defense in your graveyard. Special summon that target in defensive position, and if you do, monsters you control cannot attack for the rest of the turn except Beast Warrior type monsters. You can only use the effect of Brotherhood of Fire-Fist Spirit once per turn. So you can synchro relay 6 out when you play this card. Yeah, you can grab a 3 out, slap it on the field, synchro out a level 6 Brotherhood, or any level 6 fire. So I think we got just screwed over there because of those two Fire-Fist Ultras. We're not going to get our freaking Kentucky Fried Harem going. Crimson Fire, Laval Kotal, Dust Flame Blast. Rebirth of Nephthys, Matriarch of Nephthys, Fire Formation Yoko, Flame Cerberus, Crimson Fire, Mind Trust, King Scarlet, Malicious Forest Fork, and Laval Volcano Waifu. Up, Triples Winks Explosion. Psychedelics and my face hit me with that Kentucky Fried Nothing. The Resonator, Genix Ally Remote, and Dread Dragon looks absolutely stupid with that hairdo. When this card is destroyed by battle, this is a tuner by the way, and since the graveyard, you can add one level 3 or lower Dragon type monster from your deck to your hand. What is this level 3 that you are grabbing to make him or it actually worthwhile? That was Triple Creed, Twin Shield Defender, Trap Eater, Fire Formation Yoko, Powered Tuner, Malicious Forest Spoon, Laval Cannon. I don't even have any of these. Twin Shield Defender, Matriarch of Nephthys, Disciple of Nephthys, and last but not least, we did not get Kentucky Fried Nephthys. Laval Stenin, Flameville Dragnov, and Fire Formation Yoko. Konami has screwed us over. Oh well, but we got two of those, to the Ultra Rare Fire Fist, so whatever, I guess. We'll have to come back to this after we've gone through Mai's Jimbo Road. Well, let's take a look at this. We got one devotee in the first video. Let's see if we can find the other, whatchamacallit. I only got one of these, and I didn't make a comment on this, but Flame Champion, I want a playset of this. Not to use, but just because I own this card, and there's something about it that I just always liked. Like, I just love the way this card looks. It's just like one of those soft spot cards. Like, I own the card, and it procs my brain in a way where I'm just like, I love this card. Even though I'm never going to use it, so I need 2 more of those at least before I stop opening this box. Let's see. Nefty. Okay, we got a playset of Chronicler, playset of Matriarch. Just making sure here. I'm not missing any. I'm pretty sure I know all of them, though. We got a playset of Defender. Where's the Lolly? We have a playset of the Lolly. So all we're missing is another Devotee and the chicken itself. I mean, we have a Devotee, so technically out of the set, all we're missing is the bird, Big Bird herself, Cerulean Sacred Phoenix of Nephthys. I think. So I have everything else. Of course, we have 3 of the ritual summons already as well. And the trap, there's a Nephthys trap, where is it? Is this? Yeah, and we have a playset of the Nephthys trap. We have a literal playset of every single Nephthys card, except Devotee and Cerulean Sacred Phoenix. Which is unfortunate. And you probably want more than just one of these anyways, because you would want to try to sack one for the other, so... super unfortunate. So yeah, we will be coming back to this. Most definitely, because we need that Sacred Phoenix. I wouldn't mind a Chaos King and a Red Dragon Archfiend. I'd take a Dark Bribe as well. I need another Devotee. Screw Firefist dude. Horse Prince. I'd take another Duradark. I hate the way this thing looks, so screw this thing. I would take another Flamebell Guard. And another Alexandrite, and if I care about Larvals, this is like a must, so yeah, we definitely have to go back into this. How much gems is it to go back into this? So you need 100 plus another 10. It's gonna be like 1 billion gems we'd have to get to freaking go back into this. Like 5,500 gems to finish this box off in hopes that we can clear out everything up here? Like, Christ. Like, that's how much... Like, I had, what, over 3,000? 3,500? Saved up from the last time we opened the box. I could have had 4,000 because I spent 500 on... I spent 500 off camera on... I guess it's not going to show up here, but on one of the newest, whatchamacallit, playmat. Animated playmat. Oh, well, thanks, Konami. First time it's ever crashed on camera. Probably don't want to show this, I don't know. Right. Okay, wait, I need to look at this anyways. I spent 500 on this new mat, so... Could have had 4,000, but still, like, ugh. Still would need another 5,000 gems. But hey guys, thanks for watching. Tune into the next episode, which will happen after we get these gems here, probably, though we are not really guaranteed anything great, so I don't know. If this was episode 500, I might have thought about no longer being free to play, because make it like an episode 100 extravaganza, but this is only episode 97, so there's still 2 episodes before 100, so we can't do that, unfortunately, so meh. So guys, thanks for watching. To the next episode of the Like, Subscribe, Comedy to do. See ya.